The decision of the court to throw out this case is very welcome, but it should never have got to court in the first place. There's been a troubling pattern of police forces around the country to believe trans rights activists time and time again, even when there's been overwhelming evidence that complaints have been made against gender critical campaigners in bad faith. The police have failed in their duty to properly and fairly investigate, preferring instead to support one side over the other in an important debate. All this has done is erode the faith the public should be able to have in the police. We are sick of two-tier policing, and I hope with today's verdict it will end. I have suffered greatly in my fight to protect women and children from what I believe to be a dangerous ideology, but I'm proud that I have never given in, and I will not do so. I've been lifted throughout by support from friends and strangers, from women's rights groups to London cabbies who've taken the time to stop and shake my hand. I'm very grateful to my legal team, Daniel Burke and Sarah Vine KC, and to the team at the Free Speech Union. So thank you very much.
Graham, just for you personally, what have the last few months been like?
Well, I'll be honest with you, I was not too bad, because my aim in all of this has always been to kind of highlight the tactics of certain trans activists. I'm very glad that now more people, he's very famous now, and he won't be able to trick his way into women's groups. He won't be able to pull the wool over the people's eyes and harass them quite so easily. So it's a great result from that.
But from a personal perspective, you had a criminal conviction and now that has been vacated, it's been quashed, you leave without a stain on your character. You must have felt at some stage under a lot of pressure.
You know what, I'm so used to being in this situation. I'm still being sued by another trans activist, so it's not over for me. So I don't really have a sense of relief, or it's just an ongoing thing that I've been putting up with for the last 10 years. So it's just my life now, you know. But having said that, I'm hugely relieved, and I'm looking forward to texting my mum. So yeah, it's good news.
Mr. Linehan, why do you think it was important to appeal against such a minor conviction?
Because I don't accept that anyone should have a criminal charge because they reacted to the endless provocation of trans rights activists who work in completely bad faith. So I just felt it was important to make sure that none of us who've been fighting against these men suffer because of it, or suffer any more than they have to. And I'm hoping that this will mean that women in the future, who are mainly the targets of these guys, won't have to go through what I just went through.
And has the incident changed your view of the trans community, and do you stand by those comments that you made?
Yes, I stand by all. I don't think, and I wouldn't say trans community. I think there's a lot of individuals, some of whom are perfectly sympathetic and need help, and there's others who are just psychotic.